Good morning, my student. Today I will complete our revision. Now I will solve with you Model 2 from المعاصر. I will start with this part. I choose the exercise that you take in this year, not all the exercise. Here he asks you if Sn is the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence and S2n equal 3Sn, then S3n to Sn equals what? Equals 6. Why? He said that Sn to S2n, here S2n equals 3 times Sn. Here, if I multiply another n, so I will repeat another 3. So 3 plus 3, it will be 6. So the ratio will be 1 to 3 to 6. Okay, here the arithmetic sequence whose sixth term equal 20 and the ratio between the fourth term and the 10th term equals 4 to 7, then the sum of the first 15 terms, but here started from its third term, here from the third term. So here he said that T6 equal 20, T6 equal 20, and T6A plus 5B equals 20, and he said T4 to T10, the ratio between them 4 to 7. So instead of T4, I will write A plus 3D, and instead of T10, I will write A plus 9D equal 4 to 7. So here I will make cross multiplication, will be 7A plus 21D equals 4A plus 36D. I will gathering A together and D together, so it will be 3A minus 15D, I get 0. I have here two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2. I will solve them together by mode equation 1 by using the calculator. Here I will get A equals 10 and D equals 2. So the sequence, it will be 10 plus 2, it will be 12, plus 2, 14, plus 2, 16, and so on. So here he asks you to find S15, but remember, he said S15 from its third term. So it will be the third term, it will be the first term here. I will start with 14. So S15 equals 15 over 2 multiply 2A plus N minus 1D. This is the rule. But A here is 14. So 2 multiply 14 plus here n minus 1, 15 minus 1, it will be 14. Multiply the difference is 2. So you will get it 420. Okay? Now we'll go another one. Okay? This is the second one. He said if the average rate of a change of a function f equals 2.4, he gives you the average rate. He gives you a of h. He gives you a of h equal 2.4. When x changes from 4 to 4.2, then the variation function equals what? The variation. You know that average rate of a change, if you have two x's, I said before, I have two x's here. So average rate of a change equals delta y over delta x. Delta y over delta x. A change of y over a change of x. So f of x2 minus f of x1 over x2 minus x1. Here, if you make a cross multiplication, f of x2 minus f of x1 equals x2 minus x1 multiply a of h. A of h اللي هي equals 2.4. So 2.4 multiply x2 minus x1. I get it 0.48. And f of x2 minus f of x1, this is the variation function, the change in the function. Okay? Here, we will go to another exercise. He said the function f of x equal x squared plus 2x, and for x minus 1, here x is smaller than or equal 1 and x bigger than 1, is space at x equal 1. He asks you its space continuous, differentiable, continuous and differentiable, and so on. I will check both of them. I will check continuity and then check differentiability. Here, if I want to check continuity, I will check three parts. I will find the limit from right and the limit from left and the value of the function at this point. The limit from right, I will substitute in this part for x minus 1. So for x minus 1 equals, here if you put instead of x you put 1, 4 minus 1 equals 3. If you might make limit x tends to 1 from left, I will substitute in this part. So here it will be 1 square plus 2 multiply 1, it will be 3. It's the same. If I want to find the value of the function, I will find the value from the part اللي فيه equality. I have the equality here. So I will put 1 square plus 2 multiply 1, it will be 3. Because of limit from the right equal limit from the left, and the value of the function at this point equals the same, the three parts are equal, so the function is continuous at x equal 1. So because it's continuous, I will check differentiability. How can I check differentiability? I must find the derivative of the first from right and the derivative of the function from left. Here the derivative from right, this one, the derivative equals 4. And the derivative from the left, I will deal with this part. The derivative will be 2x plus 2. 2x plus 2, this is the derivative. Instead of x, I will put 1. 2 multiply 1 plus 2, it will be 4. So the derivative from right equals the derivative from left. So the function is differentiable at x equal 1. So here the function is continuous and differentiable at x equals 1. Remember, please, if the function is differentiable, it must be continuous. If the function is continuous, it not necessary to be differentiable. But if the function is discontinuous, it mustn't be differentiable. Okay? Here, he gives you triangle and he asks you to find x and y, x plus 1. It's very easy. He gives you this side is 1 and this side is 2. So I will use tan. Tan equal opposite divided by adjacent. So tan x equal 1 over 2. So x equals this, approximately this part. And tan y equals, here, this is y, and this part is 2. And this 1 and the 5 will be 6. So opposite over adjacent, 2 over 6. يبقى y equals 18 point this part. If we add them, so x plus y equals 45. You will find a lot of ways to find uh, x plus y, but this is a very, very easy way. يعني. Here, he gives you if 29x and spaces and 2x and 95 is an arithmetic sequence, then x equals what? You know that if this is an arithmetic sequence, so the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. So here, this is not 59, by the way. I wrote it wrong. It's 95. 95. 95 minus 3x equal x minus 29. So here, if you gathering x together and the numbers together, so 4x equal 124. So x equal 31. So this one is 95, please. Correct it, it's 95. Okay, so x equal 31. Here he uses a small concept that the difference between any two consecutive terms are constant, is constant. So x minus this part equals this part minus 3x. Okay, let's still go another part. Okay, here Here complete the slope of the tangent of the curve of the function f, where f of x equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 1 at x equal 2 equals. We said before that the slope means the derivative of the function. The slope means the derivative of the function. So the derivative here equals 6x plus 2. The derivative here, the 2 multiply 3, it will be 6. 6x plus here 2 without x, 2. He asks you to find when x equal 2, when x equal 2. Instead of x, I will put 2. 6 multiply 2, 12 plus 2 will be 14. Here, he said that x squared plus y squared equals 9 plus 2xy. Then dy by dx. Here I can find many ways, by the way, but I will use a very easy way. I will go with this part to xy in the other side. So x squared minus 2xy plus y squared equals 9. I take this part and I put it between x squared and y squared. This part, this part is what? Is what? Here it's a perfect square. So this part is x minus y squared. This part x minus y squared equals 9. So x minus y equals positive negative 3. So y equal x positive or negative 3, whatever x positive or negative 3. So if I want to find dy by dx, it will be here 1. I will find dy by dx will be a 1. Okay? This is a very small part. Some people leave it y square and try to find the derivative of y square and so on. But it's a very, very easy way. Here he gives you many figures and ask you which one is differentiable. Which one is differentiable at x equal to? Here, you have here, this one is not continuous because I have limit from right and limit from left. Here, it's not a continuous function. So, it's not differentiable, okay? Here, if the function is continuous, limit from right equal limit from left, equal the value of the function at this point, but I have here a straight line and I have here another straight line. So if you want to find the derivative from right, it's not the same the derivative from left. So it's not differentiable. And the same here. I have here, this is a continuous function. So the limit from right is the same the limit from left. But this is a curve and this is another curve. So the derivative from right doesn't equal the derivative from left. So it's not continuous at x equal to. Look at this curve, it's the same curve. So here it's continuous at x equal to, and here the derivative from right is the same derivative from left, but it's one curve. It's only one curve. So you can find the same derivative from right and left. Okay, I hope it will be clear for you. Look at this part, it's a very important part, but يعني it may be يعني this part is not included in your syllabus this year. يعني the part you take it to tell 15/3 but or 15 March, but I think it's very important. He asks you to find f of 3 minus 2x equal 3x squared plus 1. And he asks you to find f dash of 7. F dash of 7. So here, I want you to find f dash of 7. If I want to find f dash of 7, leave this part. Here, result will be 6. I will tell you how. Here, we'll find f dash of 3 minus 2x. You remember before I said, if I have a bracket, I must find the derivative inside the bracket. So if I want to find f dash of 3 minus 2x, it must be multiplied by the derivative of the function inside the bracket. So the derivative inside, its derivative, it will be negative 2. So f dash of 3 minus 2x multiply negative 2 equal the derivative of this part, it will be 6x. Okay? So he asks you to find f dash of 7, f dash of 7. So this part, it will be 7. So negative 2 to x equal a, if this 3 go back, equal 4, okay? So x equals negative 2. So x equals what? Negative 2. So f dash of 7 multiply negative 2 equals what? If I put f here of negative 2 instead of x, I will put negative 2. 6 multiply negative 2. If I divide by negative 2 both sides, so f dash of 7 equals 6. This part may be not important for you, but it's very important. It may be he gives you something to make you confused. So try to check it with yourself, please. This is the last part of this model. He said the nth term of an arithmetic sequence equals m squared, and the mth term equal n squared. Then the common difference of the sequence. He wants you to find the difference. So Tn equal m squared and Tm equal n squared. Okay, we can put it a plus n minus 1d. This is the rule. Tn equal m squared. And here a plus m minus 1d. This is the rule of the second one. Instead of this, I will multiply d n and d here, and a plus md m and d multiply 1 equal d equal n squared. If I subtract 2 from 1, if I subtract 2 from 1, will be a minus a cancelled, and here d minus d will cancel. So the result will be nd minus md equal m square minus n square. This is difference between two squares. Will be n minus n, m plus n, and here if I take d as the highest common factor, I get n minus m. So I need this to be n minus n, or n minus m is the same. I leave this part, I will take negative 1 as a highest common factor to change these two parts. Will be n minus n. If I take negative 1, it will be n minus n. I will cancel this part with this part. So d equals negative m, negative n. This is choices number C. Here, if f of x equal x multiply g of x, and f of 2 equals 6, and g dash of 2 equal negative 2. He asks you to find f dash of 2. Here, he said f of 2, I need f of 2 equal 2, instead of x, I will put 2, f of 2, يعني I will take x and I put instead of it 2. G of 2, okay? So here, g of 2, instead of f of 2, I will put 6. It will be g of 2 equals 3. F dash, he asks you to find f dash of x equals x multiply f dash of x, the first, multiply the derivative of the second, plus the second, multiply the derivative of the first. This is the rule. So f dash of x equal x multiply g dash of x plus g of x multiply 1. Instead of x, I will put instead of x, I will put 2. F dash of 2 equal, he said to you that g dash of 2 equal negative 2. So instead of this part, I will put negative 2. Instead of x, I will put 2. Multiply g of x. So here, f dash of 2 equal negative 4 plus, we find g of 2 before, g of 2 equal 3. Negative 4 plus 3, it will be negative 1. Okay, please study it well, very important. The first term of the arithmetic sequence equal 5, and Tn plus 1 equal Tn plus 3. I said before how to translate this part. It means this term equals the previous term plus 3. You know that n plus 1 after Tn. Tn plus 1 after Tn. So Tn is the term previous to Tn plus 1. So any term equal the previous term plus 3. So he asked you to find the fifth term. So T2 equal T1 plus 3 according to this rule. So T2 equal 5 plus 3, it will be 8. So the difference here, the first term 5 and the second term 8, so the difference equal 3. So if I want to find T5, A plus 4D, this is the rule. So 5 plus 4 multiplied 3 will be 17. Okay, I hope that you understand this part. Okay, and we will meet again inshallah in another model بإذن الله. Thank you.